My top tip for communicating with a deaf child is be patient. Please don't panic. Be patient. The child must grow in confidence, and to do that you have to strike up a rapport with the adults and other children around them. Children will follow facial expression and body language of those around them, and that will help communication. I know that I had to be patient with children because communication is vital. Again, it's about tapping them on the arm, and you have to take your time with them. Speak slowly or sign to the child. Again, ensuring that the child is looking at you, that they're looking at your facial expression and not distracted elsewhere. Don't ever shout at a child. Take their hand and get their attention that way. It takes time, and again, patience will come through at the end. The child will vocalise and they might get anxious, and it's about calming the child down, ensuring that they're calm, and that will ensure that they're happy and you have a good rapport and a good relationship. Again, don't ignore the child. Attract their attention by tapping them on the arm, and if there are other children around, let them go and play with the other children so that they can mix. When the children were growing up, we used to go outside, you know. There were hearing teenagers around perhaps, and it was difficult for them to meet people because of communication, and they find that their deaf friends live further away and you have to drive quite a bit to drop them off. But they want to maybe go to Glasgow, and I would be worried as a mother thinking, you know, other parents are the same. You don't want them to be travelling by themselves. You're worried about them. You don't want to corset them and wrap them up in cotton wool. You want to be able to let them go and be independent, and it's their time. If you give them a time, a deadline that they have to be home by, and the bus that they have to get, you know, they're independent and they enjoy that independence. So they have to learn as young adults how to take public transport, you know. If they can go away for the NDCS weekends and different things. I used to worry about them, but I think it's great. They're mixing with other children. It's great. They really enjoy it. So I think it's great for them to have that opportunity.
My advice to deaf families would be, if the parents are hearing and the child is deaf and there's a problem there, they would go to NDCS. I would advise them to go to NDCS to get more information, and it will help them with information for education and communication. And there's different ways you can communicate. You can go the oral approach, or you can go the signing approach. And again, it depends on the child which is successful.
My advice would be for other parents who are thinking about Colin, who is deaf, and if other parents might not take their children out with them. And I would say to Colin, bring your friend along, bring your other friend. And we would go out for the day with him, and it's company for Colin. It's somebody for him to play with and enjoy. And then we'd come home and they'd say, I thoroughly enjoyed myself, thanks very much. And other parents would come and thank us, and then what you'd find is other parents will return that courtesy. They'll take Colin away when they're going with their son. To be honest, being deaf has never held us back. I think we've grown up. We've all had a job. I think, you know, Barry's grown up, he's got a job, my husband's got a job. Hopefully Colin, when he finishes college, he'll be independent and he'll be able to get a job. So yes, I think being deaf definitely does not hold you back.